Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Today we are going to talk about holidays in UK. We hope you enjoy this presentation and learn something new about British culture. Many people know celebration in UK, United Kingdom, like Christmas and Easter, but there are so many others interesting and natural traditions. These celebrations show the story, culture, identity of different communities. We will explore holidays and traditions of United Kingdom. Let's begin.
So now we're gonna go with some holidays from England. So let's start with this. So first of all, we have the Guy Fawkes Night, also known as the Bonfire Night. So it is celebrated on November 5th in the United Kingdom or also in England, and it commemorates the failed gunpowder plot of 1605. Well, this is like Guy Fawkes tried to blow up the parliament. People often celebrate these with fireworks, mm, bonfires. They sometimes they burn like this structure of the Guy Fawkes. Yeah. So let's move on with the next one. So now we have the May Day that is celebrated on May 1st. This marks the beginning of the spring. It is a traditional festival with ancient roots. People often celebrate these with dancing, singing, and events like they do like maypole dance. This day represents like renewal, like a new beginning. You know. So the last one is Trooping the Color, that is celebrated in June. This is like a military parade to held that held to celebrate the official birthday of the British monarch, and it includes soldiers like in their like traditional uniforms. And this is an important real tradition and attracts many visitors every year, to England. So it's all from England. Thank you.
Today I'm going to talk about two important cultural and historical festivities in Northern Ireland. The 12th and Snow and the Battle of the Bond Day celebrated on July 12th and Cinnamon Day celebrated on November 15th. Especially within your school tradition, the celebration reflects different identities, historical memories, and cultural traditions that continue to shape Northern Ireland society. There were commemorated the Battle of the Boyne. In this battle, the King William the Third, an Orange Protestant ruler, defeated King James II, a Catholic monarch who was attempting to reclaim the English throne. Although the battle itself was not really scared, it's symbolic, important with enormous. Among important historical figures are the William the Third often carried King Willie, will become a symbol of personal victory and political domination under James II. Wars, the film marked the decline of Catholic political power in Great Britain and Ireland. Today, the Trinidad is celebrated primarily by the Protestant and Unionist community. The most visited part of the celebration is the parade organized by the Orange Order, a Protestant fraternal organization. The displays include merchant, bands, traditional music, banners, and ceremony plates. The cultural impact of the third day is complex. For the many Protestants is the presidential freedom, heritage, and loyalty of the British Crown. However, for many Catholic and nationalists, the event can be controversial and it remains to an historic inequality and division. Thus, the 12 lines reflect the deep historical tension on Northern Ireland. One interesting fact about the 12 bash, the land bonfire lit on the night before July 12th, known as 11 night. Some bonfires can last several stories and are visible for miles around. Another interesting fact is the orange panel ancestral not only in North Ireland, but also in Scotland, Ireland, Canada, and Australia. El Sinnolet de UC Scopes, November 13, Zero May celebrates Sinner Blue the Purple site on Scotland. In Northern Ireland is called special signification for the Orthodox Scottish community, was ancestors emigrated from Scotland during plantation with in the 17th century. The important feature associated with the tradition are non-military leaders who lecture cultural contributions such as writers, poets, and musicians for present the language and culture of the ancient Scots, more inclusive, fusing the shared cultural heritage, rather than historical conflict. The cultural impact on celebrate labs in the blogs is precisely the identity language and traditional user stores. He also promotes cultural diversity and helps young the Fortnite Day and Celebrate Day represented two different but equally important aspects of Northern Irish identity, with Thornton harder historic conflict and politic symbolism, and the Southern Days emphatic cultural elite and humanity. Today, they show how historic and cultural identity continue to share Northern Irish society today. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am Fatima, and today I want to talk about sales and Saint David. Let me start with a simple question that is, what is Wales and where is Wales? So let me tell you, Wales is a nation that is a part of the United Kingdom. It's located in the west of England, next to the Irish Sea, and Wales has a strong national identity. It preserves a lively Celtic language and traditions, and even though it is in the UK, it has its own culture, symbols, and language today. Now, who is the most important saint in Wales? Let me tell you. Saint David is the patron saint of Wales. Uh, he lived from the year 520 to 589 AD, and according to that tradition, he was born during a strong storm on a cliff near the Capelnon in southwest of Wales. He came from a royal Welsh family, and some people believed he was related to King Arthur's family. Also, he studied in a monastery, and for these reasons, he started 12 monastery in Britain. Uh, Additionally, he lived a very simple and strict life because he didn't eat meat. He only ate bread, herbs, and vegetables. So also, he only drank water. And for this reason, some people call him the water drinker. Yes, the water drinker. His most famous words were "do the small things." And this is still an important message in Welsh culture. Actual, an important message in Welsh culture. He died on March 1st in the year 589 in St. David's. So what happens every day on that date? I'm going to explain this. St. David's Day is celebrated on March 1st in honor of St. David's well patron saint. And it is the national days of Wales since the 12th century. um, in these days, people sing Welsh songs, and also the people wear daffodils, and that is this, and leeks, that is these others, because it is the national symbols of Wales. Also, the children wear traditional Welsh clothes, and this photo we can see that clothes and cities and parades and cultural events is occur in this day. Also, the people eat Welsh and cakes, and this is the Welsh and cakes and cow. And the cow is a traditional soup. Also, a family share tea with butter, bread, and Welsh cakes. And the Welsh language and music are highlighted. Yes, highlighted. St. David's Day shows how history, legend, and culture live together today. And it is still important in the 29th century, 21st century, sorry, because it is not only religion, and this day it is also cultural and national representation. Now I will talk about Calan Gaef. Calan Gaef is a Welsh seasonal festival linked to the origin of Halloween, and it is celebrated on October 31 as the Welsh start of winter. The name means first day of winter. To understand it, we look at Celtic history, and that is in this part. Samhain is an ancient Celtic festival over 2,000 years old. It marked the start of the dark half of the year. It became the base of the Halloween too. In simple words, sorry, Samhain is the main Celtic festival, and Cala Gael is the Welsh version. It is closely related to Samhain in the origin of Halloween, and the celebration starts the night before. Halet nos Galan Gaef. This night is known as a spirit night because the people believe that spirits, spirits, walked outside that night. Because of these people avoid churchyards and crossroads, because they believe spirits gather there. People leave bonfires for protection and celebration. Also, like children and women dancing around the fire. And there were also omen rituals, because the people put stones with their names in the fire. And in this photo, we can see that stones with the names on there. And they check the stones the next day. If a stone was missing, it means that this person uh, will be have bad luck and death within a year. And it was also a harvest festival. There were seasonal games and food, and some rituals try to see the future. They use ivy, apples, and mirrors in these rituals. And today it is still culturally important, and the visitors visitors and tourists find it interesting because of the fairy tales and legends represent the culture of Wales, but in the culture like a Halloween. So this is my part of this um, this important part of Wales.
Now that you all know a little more of UK traditions and celebrations, let's start with an activity. Uh, we prepare for you a Kahoot. This is a Kahoot word search game of about the topic. It's the celebration tradition of UK. Please take your phone or your computer and go to the Kahoot. Choose the game pin. The game pin is in the screen. Good luck and have fun. This Kahoot challenge will close in March 9th of this year, 2026, and so complete before the date, please. And that is the end of this presentation. Thank you very much for the attention. We hope you learned something new, probably. Have a good day. Goodbye.